Hey, how's it going, everybody? Finally saved up 20 epic troop tokens. So I want to do those pulls and just curious. It's easier to see with a larger sample size like 20 whether or not we're getting the predicted odds. So they come in at 10% chance for a 4-star troop. So we should be seeing 2 in our 20 pulls. Obviously, that's not going to happen every time. It could be a little more, could be a little less, but you know, supposedly eventually it comes out to those odds. And that's one thing I wonder about the small giant odds is like, all right, for the like Atlantis, for example, you have a 1.3% chance of pulling one of the featured heroes. Does that mean out of 100? Does that mean out of 100,000 pulls you see those odds? Because with any odds-based thing, over a certain, well, it's different for them because they can control the odds, so it just makes you wonder, like, if they're like, oh yeah, after 1,000,000 pulls, then you'll see that you've gotten 1% of them, because that could mean you could go hundreds without seeing the predicted odds. So anyways, I just wonder about that because that is a parameter that they do have control over. So we'll get a tiny glimpse into that with these tokens. Saving up the rest of these tokens for right now. So we got 20. Let's see how we do. I've got all the troops that I really need. I don't have like I have at least one of each basically. And then purple is the only one where I only have one mono troop. And then for most of them, I think I only have like one crit troop except for yellow. So it'd be nice to get another purple mono troop, but no point in hoping for anything in particular. Let's just see what we get from these 20. And these 3 stars are all nice just for leveling up the troops that I have already, since you get much more XP. Wow, a lot of green so far. I had done some pulls before and, from tokens, and got like 4 green mono troops in a very short amount of time, which is like, yeah, that's a desirable troop, but it's also like, can we spread this around a bit more? I don't really need 4 of these. That would take a lifetime to level those up. All right, so no 4 stars so far, which is to be expected. Wow, tons of green though. It's weird. Yeah, it was only because I got a lot of the troops that I had already wanted that I started saving up these tokens. I used to just use them right as I got them. But now that there's less of a pressing need, I figured I'd save them up and use them all at once. Okay, no 4 stars so far. So that was 10 with the 0 4 stars, so we're a bit below the odds now. Troops are one of those things that I don't feel are worth pulling for. Some people do pulls just to get the feeders to level their other troops up faster, but like the amount of money that costs to move them up, if you're trying to move it up 1 level, say you're in the 20s or something like that, that's like a lot of money for a 1% gain in one category, which to me is not worth it. Wow, 0 so far. Crazy. Four more. Wow. So imagine if you had spent the equivalent of like $30. Oh my god. Oh, the fifth green mono troop. Awesome. Yeah, imagine if you had spent the equivalent of, what is it, like maybe $30 for these results. All right, last one. Can we get another green mono troop? Damn. All right, 20, and we got 1, and it was not one that we needed. Whoops. Yeah, so we got... I brought up 1 to 11. I'm not crazy about getting one troop up super high. You know, I figured it costs a lot less to level them from the start, so I'd rather have a few average troops in terms of what level they're at than one super good troop. So I don't know what I'm going to do long term for this. I've kind of been not using much food recently to level up troops. I did get a full rainbow team of mana troops up to 11, as you can see, which only benefits the very fast heroes, but I've never sat down to do the math on how that impacts ghost tiles, because the level 11 troop gives a 9% boost in mana, which is enough to bring the very fast heroes, which take 6.5 tiles to charge, down to 6 tiles. But in terms of like an average speed that has the 9% mana boost, if you ghost a tile, you get double the mana from it. So I don't know if that could equal 1 tile or something if you ghost 3 or something like that, but it is possible. However, I only use the 4-star troops when I can, so to me it was better to just, especially once you get up to like, I don't know, the mid levels, like even 5 or higher, the 1-star troops are a pretty poor value for leveling. However, you can use the 1-star troops to level up a, the 1-star feeders to level up a 1-star. God. You can use the feeder troops to level up a level 1 4-star troop to higher levels, and not waste a ton of food. So most of the people that you see feeding their higher level troops don't even bother with the 1-star troops, because it's just not worth the food cost. So you can use those 1-star troops to level up your lower leveled 4-star troops, especially if they're just starting out. So anyways, 20 pulls, 1 troop as a result. Not a good result. However, I've got what I need for the most part, so not the end of the world. Yeah, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, and if you want to see more, subscribe. And yeah, I also respond to all the comments, and just really enjoy this game and enjoy connecting with other people who are looking for tips or just to share their experiences as well. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.